Hello, Zebstrike Army. My name is Jacob as always, and welcome to the team builder for the WPA, the World Pokemon Association, week number 3, where we're facing Pointblanke, aka Kurt, the head coach of the Portage Herdiers. His link to and will be in the description down below to his Twitter and his YouTube. He's a pretty good battler, and I've known him for well over a year now. We were in APA Season 1 together. And then he was a replacement coach in season, 3, and et cetera, Made it to the playoffs in APA with a 4-8 record because APA's playoff system was kind of weird. But anyway, that's not the point. That's not what I'm trying to say. Anyway, this is the team builder for the WPA. So let's get started now, shall we? He's got a very scary team. He's actually took over before the season started for Panther. He was one of the commissioners of the APA. So yeah, anyway, let's get started. Our team is as followed, has not changed yet. I don't know if I'm going to make any changes to the team. I was contemplating some trades. I'm just like, no, I do like the team where it's at right now. The only thing we kind of don't have is a bulky water. The team is kind of weak to fire and to a degree electric, and I knew those things going in, so we'll figure it out and we'll see what happens. But anyway, let's get started now, shall we? Our team is Aegislash, Mega Lopunny, Mew, Greninja, Tangrowth, Nidoking, Thundurus Incarnate, Slurpup, Druddigon, Aurorus, Houndoom, and Pineco. Our Z Pokemon are Thundurus Eye and Houndoom. And our opponent's team, Kurt, has Magearna, Landorus T, Toxapex, Mega Gallade, Dragonair, Rotom Heat, Tyranitar, Alolan Ninetales, Sandslash, Shaman, Frogadier, and Cofagrigus. His 3 Z Pokemon are Landorus T, Dragonair, and Frogadier, so he had enough points to spend on 3, so there's that. So I find it funny, the first 2 weeks we faced a combined 2 Z Pokemon in total, and now we face 3 in this match. Well, one's really realistically coming. I mean, I doubt he'd bring a Z Dragonair or Z Frogadier versus us, but one never knows. I mean, because I don't think Dragonair is a really good matchup because of things like Aegislash and stuff like that, but Frogadier, I mean, potentially could come maybe. Frogadier definitely would come over Dragonair, but I don't know. I'm not going to hope on Frogadier. I have things for it, but I'm not really too worried about it, to be honest. So, without further ado, let's get started with the team builder before I ramble on. Obviously, he's got some enormous threats to our team. Magearna and Landorus T. Well, one hits extremely hard, especially. Magearna's got base 130, I think, and Lando has base 145 attack, so that's crazy. Our team, I mean, the things that can deal with like ground moves can't deal with rock or flying moves that Landorus can do, so that thing's just a huge threat. We have ways of checking it though, so I'm happy there. It's going to be kind of hard, but at the same time, I think we've built a... I was going to go with a more defensive team, kind of, with like mons like Tangrowth and like more defensive Mew and like, I guess just Pokemon in general like that, but I decided to go with more of an offensive approach because I think our offense can pressure his offense and just win. And if you're looking at his team on the screen right now, his team really doesn't appreciate Toxic Spikes very much. He potentially could bring the Toxapex, but I don't think he will. More than likely, because we have Pokemon like Nidoking. We have Mew, which can set up on it. Yes, he could bring Haze, but it's not going to be appreciating an offensive Mew's Psychic. So I don't think he brings Toxapex Plus. I think if he does bring it, it'll be more specially defensive than physically defensive because of Greninja. Like, he's got Pokemon like Landorus, Cofagrigus that can shut down Mega Lopunny, so he doesn't really need that to be its Mega Lopunny check / counter, whatever you want to call it. Check, I guess, would be more so than anything. So I think it's going to be more special defensive if he brings it, because he's got 2 great checks in Landorus T and Cofagrigus, and even Shaman to a degree for the Mega Lopunny, so I think he would bring it more specially defensive. So, like, Nidoking can do a lot of damage with Earth Power. Yes, Scald will be close to a 2-hit kill, and Liquidation probably even will be like a close. It won't OHKO it. Like, Toxapex cannot OHKO or Nidoking unless it's like banded Liquidation or something crazy like that. Which I don't think you'd bring that at all. So Nidoking is nice here. So let's get started. Those are like the biggest threats. Lando T, Magearna, obviously the biggest threats. Mega Glades, like, okay here, I think. It's like decent, but the problem with Mega Glade is is Aegislash plus Mew, like Cobra Mew specifically. So I don't know if he'd actually bring that for sure. Like the mons I think he'll bring are Magearna, Landorus T, Rotom Heat, and then probably Cofagrigus, Shaman, and Tyranitar. I think those are his like 6 mons he'll probably bring. Tyranitar potentially can, a Tropical Tyranitar can set up kind of on Aegislash. It all depends how he plays it, because he could go like Jolly Band Tyranitar. We do have King Shield, but I wouldn't really want to stay in there because of potential Dragon Dance, and because he could set up on my King Shield, and then that won't work out very well. So I don't really want to go that route. So there's that. But anyway, we have another lead Nidoking. I know we just brought it last week, but we needed rocks on this team, and I wanted Mew to be a setup sweeper here, which we'll get to down the line. So we actually went with a lead Nidoking again, because if we don't run Focus Sash, we're not really going to be able to get rocks up very well. As you can see, his team does not have a good taunt user with Nidoking. The only thing he could, I think Frogadier gets taunt, but that's the only taunt user he could really run versus us. Now in this situation, what's awesome about this is if we lead to low Ninetales, we can just click rocks, and then he can, he's not really going to appreciate a Poison Jab or a Sludge Wave with it, so, and we could be Scarf technically, so we can't get O-Code by that. After hail damage, obviously we would get knocked out from Blizzard or something like that, but he might not want to risk us being Scarfed if he's not Scarfed, so that's something we'll have to play around. Depending on the team composition, I might not just leave Nidokings in there, but we might as well. And also, say we're Sash Nidoking versus a Landorus T. We can just click Ice Beam and basically state, hey, we're not afraid to stay in here because we're sashed. And if he like clicks U-turn, that'll be really good information for us. And he's really limited in the Pokemon he can go into with on Nidoking. So basically, the Pokemon he can go into here are realistically only like Rotom Heat and like Cofagrigus, and then like I guess Mega Glade to a degree. Mega Glade, Spit F Mega Glade could take on Nidoking. So it all depends on like what he decides to bring and stuff like that. So like I said, Cofagrigus, Rotom Heat, and Mega Glade are his best switch instances. Everything else just does not appreciate one of my dual stabs. I know I'm only running Earth Power and Ice Beam, but yeah, we're modest because we can afford to. We have enough speed for his, I think, Rotom Heat, and I think Rotom Heat is this is speed creeping and Adamant Slurpuff. I think so. I think something like that. I don't want to go with Rotom Heat just outpacing Slurpuff, because honestly, I don't need to. I wanted some bulk investment in this and stuff like that, but I still want to be hitting him really hard. I really want to run Sludge Wave like bad, but I want Toxic Spice because it will just wear down his team immensely. Rocks are important here too, because that 25% on Rotom Heat is incredibly important. Rotom Heat is just such a nuisance to our team because we can't switch into a dual stab very well. So Greninja switches into Fire Stab, but it does not want to appreciate a Thunderbolt or Volt Switch. Aegislash can switch into electric moves, but it doesn't appreciate Overheat. We can't switch in Mega Lopunny, even though we're neutral everything, because of Will-O-Wisp, even though we potentially can because of our set. You'll understand that later. It's just kind of difficult and a nuisance to our team. We go to Tangrowth for the electric moves. Like it's just kind of annoying. We have an immunity to both electric and fire on our team, so we will be able to pivot around it. I think we just have to play around it accordingly. But yeah, Sash Nidoking I thought was important here, and I really hope he could bring Alolan Ninetales to like set up fail for like Landorus. So let's hope he doesn't go that route, but we'll have to see what happens. And plus like Alolan Ninetales like kind of just gets walled by Aegislash. You sure it could be like Nasty Plot with like Dark Pulse and stuff like in Life Orb, which honestly, after rocks, our Aegislash always will live that. So that's what our Aegislash is for. It's mixed defensive to handle pretty much any kind of threat in its entire team, except for Landorus, really. This thing can kind of deal with Magearna to a degree, but not all that much. Like, we have to be careful. I'm sure it'll carry Shadow Ball, because otherwise Aegislash will just wall it. I'd imagine it might be like Assault Vest or something with like Shadow Ball, Volt Switch, Fluor Cannon, and like Flash Cannon probably. Something like that. I can envision like, if he doesn't bring Toxic Specs, I think Magearna is his next best check to Specs Greninja, which we're also running, we'll get to in just a minute. But Greninja actually does a number to his team. Shaman, Spadef Shaman can handle it, but we can click Ice Beam on that, so there's that. I don't want to get a freeze. I really hate, like, so many times, like, Ice Beam just freezes for me or against me, and it's just crazy. I don't understand why Ice Beam gets freezes when it's only 10%. It seems like it happens more like Scald Burns. It's like vice versa. I don't see Scald Burn. I've been seeing more Ice Beam freezes than Scald Burns, so I just don't understand that. But Aegislash should be a solid Pokemon in this matchup. It handles quite a bit of his team pretty well, except for Landorus. Tyranitar I don't really appreciate. We are actually Relaxed Nature with 9 speed IVs, so we outspeed Magearna under Trick Room in case he goes quiet, 0 speed. I want a way to beat that, so I don't want to lose to Trick Room Magearna at all. And we're running Iron Head over Flash Cannon because of that. Iron Head's just nice. It'll do more damage to especially Calm Mind Magearna, and I am not losing to Calm Mind Magearna. That's just not going to happen, hopefully. I wouldn't imagine I would, but we'll see what happens. That's Aegislash, though. Like, it's just Spadef for a reason. Next up, we do have the aforementioned Specs Greninja that I was just talking about. So, running Modest because we can afford to run Modest on this because I really think he'll just beat Creeper Base 100 with his Alolan Ninetales, with his Mega Gallade, etc. His fastest Pokemon is actually 110. Mega Gallade is his fastest Pokemon. So, his team's not all that fast. Our team is pretty speedy. We have 3 Pokemon that outspeed all of his, so we have Thundurus, Eye, Greninja, and Mega Lopunny. We're not bringing Thundee Eye this matchup, and I can go into that a little bit more. Because on paper it kind of looks like Thundee Eye could put in a lot of work, but overall I just, I'd rather not. I'd rather have something like Specs Greninja to break his team along with Mega Lopunny in order for Mew to win, so we'll see what happens. So that's the goal of the team, is to pivot into certain Pokemon with Aegislash, to get up rocks and T-Spikes up as soon as we can on Nidoking, and then break his team with Greninja plus Mega Lopunny. And then we have Scarf Houndoom in the back and set up Mew, which we'll get to. But yeah, we have Specs Greninja to break his team. Water Shuriken for priority, because it's really important to say he's got Scarf Rotom, or like Scarf Landorus, or like Setup Landorus. Water Shuriken does a lot of damage to those, especially Modest Specs Water Shuriken, especially if we're in Torrent range. So I won't be afraid to like switch this into a Rotom or something, or like a Cofagrigus. I will not be afraid to switch this into, though. Yes, he could click HP Fighting or something of that nature, but you know, that's just something we gotta pay the price for. So we're bringing 2 Dark types in, because his team doesn't necessarily appreciate Dark types, except for like Alolan Ninetales, which is weak to Rocks, and then Magearna and Tyranitar. I guess he's got some decent checks to Dark, but he doesn't have like the best switches to Dark. So Dark, Water, Ground, and Psychic really hit his team pretty hard. But yeah, I wanted to go this route. We have Ice Beam for Shaman alone. Dark Pulse hits his team really hard. Surf is just a nice stab move to click, especially if he does not bring Toxapex. I think he should bring Toxapex and or Shaman, though, that way. Otherwise, he doesn't really have a water switch in on his team, because I don't envision Dragonair coming. So he's got Frogadier to resist water, but that's not really a water switch in. It's not going to appreciate a Modest Specs Surf. But I know AV Magearna potentially could come. I think that's his most likely Magearna set. He could bring like Shift Gear, I guess, but I don't know how I feel about Shift Gear. Because Shift Gear, yeah, no, Megalop doesn't outspeed us. Shift Gear, I mean, I know he would be Shift Gear Magearna. I just don't see it coming. But yeah, here's a Specs Greninja that'll put in a lot of work here. I already explained it. Next up, we have an Adamant Nature Mega Lopunny. Now, you might be wondering why I'm going max on this, and that is because I want to outspeed a +1 Tyranitar with the Adamant Nature. So I want to go Adamant to hit really hard, because we can afford to. But I also wanted to outspeed +1 Tyranitar, Jolly +1 Tyranitar, or Scarftar. And there's that. Even though we like resist both stabs, I still thought it was kind of important to outspeed +1 Tyranitar, even though I think he would be Choppled this matchup probably for things like Aegislash and stuff. So I thought it was important. So we have Power Up Punch, Because if he goes into Toxapex, we can click Power Up Punch it like 2 times. If he goes into it's like really important. We could go enough speed for like Scarf Magearna, but I don't think he'll bring Scarf Magearna. I think it'd been like Trick Room, Shift Gear, or AV, obviously, just said that already, over Scarf. So I'm not really too worried about that because we can easily switch into Aegislash or even Nidoking to a degree if that thing's still alive. But I'm expecting Aegislash more so than anything. So yeah, I mean, Mega Lopunny can go in here. And if he wants to Scald Burn us with Toxapex or bring Toxic Spikes, yeah, yes, he definitely has a Cofagrigus. Yes, he can definitely hit us really hard. Or not hit us hard, he can just get rid of our Scrappy ability. But this is more of a late game cleaner. And plus, I expect to get Toxic Spikes up. Once we get Toxic Spikes up, Cofagrigus isn't really an issue because it'll get worn down itself. It'll take a Drain Punch or a High Jump Kick or a Facade, but then it'll get worn down by Toxic Spikes, so that's really important. And he can't Pain Split a Ghost type, I believe, in Aegislash, which I potentially could switch in because he can't hit Shadow Ball on us. So he can't hit Shadow Ball on a Ghost type. So, or he can't Shadow Ball doesn't affect Mega Lopunny, so therefore we could switch in Aegislash. He could predict that, but then we also have our next Pokemon in Scarf Houndoom, which we'll go over in just a minute. But this moveset is pretty good against some Power Up Punch. He could potentially switch in Mega Gallade to this, to a fighting move, which I don't know what a +1 Facade does, but I really hope he brings Toxic Spikes or something like that. That'd be pretty cool, because Mega Lopunny is gonna hit so hard with a with a Facade. A +1 Facade boosted, like, his entire team's going to die except for Magearna and maybe Lando. Lando, our team really doesn't switch into well at all, so that's not good. I really was thinking about bringing like a Copa Berry Physical Defensive Tangrowth with Protect to try to deal with Z-Fly Lando, but I don't know how I feel about that. I'm just kind of iffy about it because he could just like click Z-Fly like on the switch, but we're Copa Berry, so I guess that wouldn't be entirely too bad. But I don't know. I really don't. I'm really contemplating what I should run. Honestly, I might just get rid of Scarf Houndoom for that Copa Berry Tangrowth, so we have a better switch into Landorus, but I don't know for sure. It's really quite tough if you really think about it. So I guess that might be better, because Tangrowth might be better than Houndoom, because Houndoom's weak to rocks. Plus, Tangrowth gives us a little bit better health from Mega Gallade. I guess you might see a physical defensive Copa Berry Tangrowth here. I guess we'll find out later. But, hey, it is what it is. Mega Lopunny should be able to put in some work here. But for now, we do have Scarf Houndoom here. I am running more offensive team, so Scarf Houndoom is nice. Leech Seed spam could be potentially a thing versus his team as well. Because we can run Sludge Bomb for the Shaman. Like, we could run, like, Sludge Bomb plus Protect plus Leech Seed plus, like, either Giga Drain or HP Ice. That could be potentially a thing. I might run that rather than, you know, this Houndoom here. But this Houndoom will outspeed a Scarf Landorus outspeeding Nidoking, so I doubt he would just go, like, Jolly. Max speed. I don't see that coming, but we're max special attack for obvious reasons. We have HP fighting, plus Tangrowth helps deal with Tyranitar too, which Tyranitar just switches into Houndoom every single time. So you know what? I'm not running Houndoom. I don't feel like I need a Scarfer entirely. What I feel like I need is I really kind of want Tangrowth here, to be honest. I don't really think I need Houndoom here. I mean, to a degree, I kind of need it, but at the same time, I don't necessarily need it. Plus, if we run Tangrowth, we run Sludge Bomb on it, and that'll give us that poison coverage that Nidoking does not have. So, you know what? We're going to run Tangrowth here, and we're going to name this, that's Jerk. I know I'm switching this up last minute again, but you know what? Screw it, don't care. Copa Berry. I want Leech Seed, Protect. The reason we're running Protect is, yes, it can get rid of the Z move, like, and make it useless essentially. But it also lets us beat Landorus pretty much every time, because if he clicks the fly, waste it, we click protect, and he can never hit us with a fly, ever. He could potentially run HP flying, but that's not going to be doing that much damage to us. But yeah, I know we're going to go max HP. I don't really know the exact spread on this, so I will fill in the blanks later. But I think we're going to run HP Ice and Sludge Bomb as my attacker moves. Yes, we're not running Stab at all, but I don't really think we need Stab when we can Leech Seed spam the living crap out of his team, and then get Protect and stuff too. So this is actually pretty nice versus team. So I don't really care if this gets poisoned much, but Tangrowth is a nice pivot. I just decided on Mark, who helps me with team building, aka the Scruffy Fox, recommended Tangrowth, but he didn't recommend this set. It's just a set I was thinking about during team building, and I think it, now that I just really think about it, I think it'll actually be really nice to deal with his team. Akaberry could be nice, but I think Koba's just better. So yeah, Leech Seed, HP Ice, and Sludge Bomb hits his entire team. Well, not really his entire team. Magearna switches in, but we can Leech Seed that, click Protect, go into Aegislash, go into other Pokemon like that. So Leech Seed will wear that thing down because it does not have recovery besides like Pain Split. And he does have a Wish user in Mega Glade, but I don't know if he'd bring Wish on Mega Glade. It's a potential thing. He could bring like Wish, Bulk Up, Brain Punch, and like Knock Off or something like that. I think that's the only thing I could see him bringing on it. That'd be a decent set to a degree. Yeah, so there's that. I'm gonna run just Tangrowth. Don't know on the exact spread, but we're running Tangrowth. So last but not least, we have our setup sweeper and our win condition in hashtag Graham Sucks the Mew. And by the way, for A-Rod the Mega Lopunny, it's not A-Roid this week. I'm not a moron. Anyway, we got a pretty speedy Mew with the same speed that Houndoom was. It's got Lando outspeeding, or I guess Lando and Frogadier outspeeding, well, not Frogadier. Yeah, Frogadier would just outspeed Houndoom though, so I don't really want to run. I guess I could run a little bit of less defense on this, just to make sure I outspeed. Hold on. I think that's it. That'll give me enough speed for Frogadier outspeeding, what is it called? Houndoom here, so yeah, I'd want to do that for sure. I mean, I doubt he would go just max speed. He might, but I'd rather be safe than sorry. Because as long as he's not Dark type, Psychic's going to be doing a lot of damage, especially at +1. But we're Calm Mind, because Psychic plus Earth Power like hits his team extremely hard. He could Encore us with a Alolan Ninetales, so we do need to be careful about that. He could trick us with Rotom Heat, so we also need to be careful about that. Rotom Heat's just such an incredible nuisance to our team. I might just switch into Lopunny on it. I might have to, because he can't trick us. And if he burns us, we have Facade. So yeah, our fighting moves will be like neutered, but Facade will still hit his team really, really hard, especially that Kath Rodriguez. So there's that. So Mew can switch into Rotom. I just gotta scout the Rotom set out first. I don't mind being burned. I really just do not want to get poisoned. Mew can be burned all at once, but never poisoned, or not badly poisoned. I guess I wouldn't mind if it like a toxic spikes up and then we switch into that like that. But I do not want to be badly poisoned at all. That'd be too big of a hindrance to our team. So, but yeah, Mew's our win condition here. We got a Calm Mind Mew. Does really well versus the team. Can set up on like it can't really set up on like tons, but it can set up on like Magearna, I think, to a degree, especially if it's an AV Magearna. So can set up on Mega Glade to a degree as well. I would envision he'd be knockoff. Some capacity he brings it, but it does a lot of damage to his team once we get up to +1 especially. We're Colbert because of knockoff Mega Glade, because of Crunch / Dark Moose / Tyranitar. That's basically it. We wanted to Colbert Bear here. Colbert Calm Mind is a pretty nice set here, I think. But yeah, to recap, we have Claymaker, the Nidoking, Focus Sash variant. We have just a defensive Aegislash here, overall mixed defensive. We have Tyler, the Greninja here, Choice Specs variant. We have A-Rod, the Mega Lopunny, just physically offensive variant to outspeed. +1 or Scarf Tar. We have just a Cobra Berry Tangrowth, which don't know the EVs for yet, so we gotta figure that out. And then we have Hashtag Graham Sucks, the bulky Coal Mine Mew, so hopefully everything will go on this match. Hopefully we can go become 3-0. So there's that. So that's pretty interesting. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Zebstrike Army. My name is Jacob, as always. Have a great day, and I love you all. Peace. Hello, Zebstrike Army. My name is Jacob, as always, and welcome to week number 3 of the WPA, the World Pokemon Association Draft League. My friend Fanbase and I, Tyler, created, where we allow uber legendary Pokemon, a lot of them. So we're facing Pointblanke, aka Kurt, head coach of the Portage Herdiers. I want to keep saying the Winnipeg Blue Blastoise, but that's his old team name. So yeah, I just thought it was really funny. But anyway, let's get started. The battle begin. We're rocking with the team skull music. I expect Landorus, T, Kofagrigus, Rotom Heat, Shaman, Magearna, and Tyranitar. So let's see if we get that right. No. Wow. He didn't bring Lando T? Okay, very interesting. He brought Mega Gallade, Toxapex, so that means T-Spikes are not going to be as good. Kofagrigus, Alola Ninetales. He didn't bring Rotom Heat or Lando T, so I'm really surprised. Tyranitar and Magearna. So he brought a very interesting team, very slow team. Aside from Alola Ninetales and Mega Gallade, so which makes me believe he might have brought Trick Room. He didn't bring a way to remove hazards, so I really just want to lead Nidoking right off the bat. His switches to Greninja are not the best, especially Specs Greninja. Mostly Toxapex. Maybe, I don't know, I don't think he brought AV Magearna since he brought Toxapex. So I just want to get my rocks up and running. That nice residual damage on his team will be really great. Dark Pulse is really nice versus this team as well. Once Magearna, Tyranitar's still there too, but I'm just gonna lead Nidoking, get my rocks up, and we'll see where that brings us. Leech Seed spam is very real versus this team as well. Toxapex can't do much versus anything. I don't really want Nidoking going down, especially if he brought Toxic Spikes. That wouldn't be good. So we'll see what he leads with. I'm kind of low-key expecting Mega Gallade to lead. So we'll see. He leads Asher, which is his Kofagrigus. Alright. So I don't know if he's going to want to appreciate a Life Orb Earth Power, but I'm not Life Orb, I'm Focus Sash, but I think I'm just going to get my rocks up. If he's Calm Mind, that wouldn't be the greatest thing in the world. I really want to scout this set out. We'll see what happens, though. I might just go straight to Tangrowth to get Elite Seed off on this thing to get some nice residual damage on it. Because Tangrowth isn't needed as much anymore. I'm just going to go for rocks. Let's see what he goes for. He goes for Psychic. Let's see what type of spread this does. That does about 100. That does 98. So let's calc this Kofagrigus head, because we do have quite a bit of bulk into our Nidoking. 116, yeah. Kofagrigus. Psychic. That's uninvested. So I'm guessing he's just Fizz Def. So Earth Power should do about 47 to 56 if he's Fizz Def. So I'm actually just going to fire off an Earth Power because he doesn't have a switch into this. Do I really want this thing to go down this early, though, is the question. I mean, if I get this much damage off on this, though, he could have brought Toxic Spikes on Toxapex. I mean, Mew deals with Toxapex, though. So, you know, I'm just going to go for an Earth Power. He doesn't really have a great switch in. Let's see the spread. Should do about 47 to 56 if he's Fizz Def. That looks like a min roll, or low roll. But honestly, I can go straight into Greninja and go for Dark Pulse. Because he can't go into Tyranitar. He can go to Magearna. He's leftovers. Okay. Not surprising. I'm okay with Nidoking going down here. So let's go Greninja. I really want to click Surf. I think his safest play is just to go straight into Toxapex or Magearna. I will just go for Dark Pulse here. It's a free Dark Pulse because we have momentum here right now. Well, kind of. Well, yeah, basically. If we can weaken this Cofagrigus and eliminate it, we're going to be in really good shape. Mew, like I said, beats Toxapex, so I just will not switch it in unless I absolutely have to. Greninja should outpace his Alolan Ninetales, in theory. Yeah. This should 2-hit KO anything on his entire team. Except, no, well, no, that's stupid. It'll 2-hit KO everything but Magearna, and Tyranitar won't switch in, so I think he'll switch to Magearna, but I want to see if this thing's Assault Vest or not when he switches to Magearna, because it'll be at 93.5% as rocks come up, so we'll just see the damage on this. So totally okay with just Nidoking going down there. I didn't want to switch to Greninja. I guess maybe I should have switched to Greninja because he was not going to click. I wanted to see the spread on it, I guess, so I could have switched to Greninja there, saving Nidoking, but if he clicked like HP Fighting or switched out, I mean, I just wanted to scout the damage and make sure this was actually physically defensive Cofagrigus. Greninja will always outpace this. He's probably going to switch to Magearna. I don't know who that is. Yep, Magearna. So, is he Assault Vest? I don't know. I want to say yeah, actually. Definitely want to say yeah. Dark Pulse is... No, he's not Assault Vest. I don't think he's Assault Vest. I'm switching to Aegislash here. I think his play is to just click Volt Switch if he's got Volt Switch. That probably should be his play. I mean, his team really doesn't appreciate Aegislash's stab moves at all. His team will get weakened down really fast as well. His team doesn't appreciate Water or Dark right now. Once this Magearna is gone, I think his play will be Volt Switch if he brings it. No, he's Shift Gear. All right then. I would envision he's got Shadow Ball, but as long as Aegislash pushes that thing in the range of, yeah, he's definitely not Assault Vest like I envisioned. I'm gonna click Iron Head. Shadow Ball will not 2-hit KO us, I don't think. Shadow Ball shouldn't 2-hit KO us. Say he's modest. Aegislash. Shadow Ball. Shadow Ball does 38 to 45. So should not 2 KO. Especially with leftovers. If he gets a Spadaf Drop, well, that's unfortunate. But hey, we'll see. That does 77. You must be an offensive item. We have no reason not to. Could click Shadow Sneak, that won't kill. I want to say that does about 50% right now. No, that doesn't. That didn't. I don't think he's max HP. I want to say maybe that did like 40%. He's invested into that. How did he do a 77 damage? Because we were at, yeah, that's 77. 167 minus 77 is 190. So how did he get that damage output? Does he have like wise glasses? I think I have to click Shadow Sneak here to put him in range of Water Shuriken. Because if I don't... Yeah, we could have died to a potential... Yeah, I had to stack up Aegislash there. Because if we got crit by Shadow Ball, we essentially lose the game entirely. Yeah. Yep. Water Shuriken for sure kills. He might think we're... Well, he knows we're specs. But Water Shuriken kills this thing. Yeah. Yep. I knew Magearna shouldn't have gotten more than one kill. So, he lost his Magearna now. And we lost 2 Pokemon. We lost Aegislash and Nidoking. Didn't really want to lose Aegislash, but what can we do? We are kind of weak to Alolan Ninetales right now. After Rocks, does Adamant Lopunny kill it? High Jump Kick does kill. Facade does not. I'm just trying to think here. Mew can win the game once we set up a Calm Mind. He goes to Toxapex. I'm really surprised he didn't go to Alolan Ninetales. I'm totally okay with this. I kind of want to switch hard into Lopunny here. And click Power Up Punch. Couldn't we just win the game? Ooh! We could almost win the game, but Cofagrigus is still there. Cofagrigus was not there. I kind of want to scout the set out first before just going all in. I mean, I gotta switch. Do I switch to Tangrowth here, or do I switch to Lopunny? Here's the question. I really think Tangrowth because we can spam Leech Seed. Lopunny, we just need to deal damage later in the match. Poison Jab. That's gonna do nothing. Don't poison us. Good. He's Black Sludge. Alright, interesting. I'm gonna just click Leech Seed here. I got no reason not to. I want to scout his moveset out more. And if he poisoned us, like, it's not the biggest deal in the world. I'm not too worried about that. But, yeah. I'm gonna click Leech Seed now. It's our best play. So, yeah. So cool. Yeah, he probably knows we're physically defensive now. Let's see what he goes for now. He's got Poison Jab again. That's his best play. Okay, interesting. I think I want to switch to Mega Lopunny now. Because I don't want Mew to get poisoned. And plus we'll be really healthy. And if he gets a poison on Mega Lopunny, yo, that's totally okay. Because then our Facade will be powered. He doesn't have a switch into Facade then. If you click Skull and he gets a burn, well, he doesn't have a switch into Facade still. We'll see. Goes for Poison Jab again. Get that poison, please. I was really hoping he was going to get a poison. I feel like he would just switch to Cofagrigus here. You know what? Since we don't have the Mega Evolve, watch this. I gotta play for us. Well, then we don't hit it if we don't Mega Evolve. I'm very intrigued by this. I'm really intrigued by this, actually. Do I click Power Out Punch here? Yo, I really want to click Power Out Punch here. Without Mega Evolving. Or I could go to Gren. I think I might just go to Gren here, because what does Toxapex really do to us? Well, actually, I'm going to click Power Up Punch. I don't do... no. I'm going to go to Gren. And then we can click Dark Pulse and scout this settle a little more, because we've done no damage to this Toxapex yet. He clicks Scald. Okay. Does not get a burn. Okay, he's not getting any of those 30% chances. And he's still elite seated, which is nice. So Gren's going to be back up to full, essentially. Or pretty close. Oh, it is full. So I click Dark Pulse now. I want to see what kind of damage this Toxapex does. I don't really want to get burned with Tyrant or Mega Lopunny. I really don't. Because if he's like Dragon Dance, Chople Berry, and like, yeah, I just don't want to get burned. It's not in my best interest to. Actually, well, I guess it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. But yeah, I'm just going to click Dark Pulse. This Toxapex can't really do much. At this point, he does not have a switch into Dark Pulse, really. Kind of, he kind of has Alolan Ninetales, but not really in the same capacity. Baneful Bunker. So Skull, Poison Jab, Baneful Bunker. He knows we're Specs, so I think he would just switch directly out. You know, I just want damage. I'm still clicking Dark Pulse. This should be a 2-hit KO, but maybe I don't know if it's Spidef or Fizdef. Like I said, we have done no damage to it. We've just Leech Seeded it with Tangrowth. I mean, if he goes in Alolan Ninetales, it won't be 2-hit KO'd, but it will do a lot of damage, I think. Dark Pulse does 26 to 31, that's the max HP in Alolan Ninetales. So if he's like offensive or something, if he's got like 76 or something like that, 8 even, it does like 30 to 35. He goes to Sleepy. His Alolan Ninetales. Let's see what this damage does. That's not at max HP at all. I think I kind of have to switch to Mew, but I kind of don't want to because of Mega Gallade, so... I don't know if this thing's Scarfed or not. I want to switch to Mew, though. And fire off a Psychic. Feel like I have to. Because is Mew absolutely needed here? I want to say no. It's not. We'll go to Mew. It's our best way to deal with this thing right now without losing him on for no reason. We don't have to lose him on. Moonblast. See how much this does. $117. So about 58. Alright, let's scout this. Let's go to Mew. Moonblast. Really? Must not be max special attack. Psychic does kill this though, so I'm clicking Psychic. Ooh, do I click Psychic or Calm Mind here? See, we click +1 special defense. Well, actually, our best play is probably just roosting here. But if he's got Encore, that's really bad, and then he could potentially set up. And I'd rather just click Psychic here. We're faster. And he barely lives. Wow. We could have clicked Calm Mind. I almost want to click Calm Mind now, but I'm going to click Earth Power. I'm surprised we're faster than this Alolan Ninetales. I was speed creeping Frogadier just to be on the safe side. Maybe, I don't know. Alolan Ninetales is gone, so yeah, that doesn't matter. All right, let's see. Oof, if we didn't, well, Mega Glade's kind of annoying. I think he would just kill us here, but we'll see. See, he's running out of Dark Pulse switches, but Surf at the same time. Yeah, this is kind of difficult. If he goes Mega Glade, I'm going straight to Tangrowth, I think. Maybe not. Actually, if it goes Mega Glade, I am for sure staying in to scout to see what kind of speed this is. Oh boy. It's kind of difficult. If he's sub Mega Glade, that would be not good for us. Tangrowth is awesome here because it can beat like everything left on his team unless he's got like special Tyranitar. There's not much on his team that really deals with Tangrowth right now. If he goes Cofagrigus, we'll go to Greninja. Yeah. He goes to Tyranitar. I'm kind of inclined to just stay in here and see if he's Scarf. Yeah, I want to stay in here and see if he's just Choice Scarf. Yep. I think the way I win this game is with Megalop. Trying to get burned or poisoned it versus Toxapex. If he's got like Baneful Bucker, oh, that'd be so great. He's got 4 mods left. He's got Cofagrigus, Toxapex, Mega Glade, and this. I could fire off Elite Two with Tangrowth. I could go into Megalop and Mega Evolve here. Click Power Up Punch. That doesn't really accomplish a whole lot. Or I could click Drain Punch. Maybe he won't think we're outspeed. I mean, I doubt he's gonna. I feel like he won't stay in here. Like, pretty much everything we got deals with this thing relatively well. We know we outspeed because we made it so we outspeed Jolly +1, or Jolly Scarf or Jolly +1 Tyranitar. So I could potentially, I feel like he just won't let this die. I don't really think he's got a reason to let it die. Could have switched out to Tangrowth there, but I didn't really want to risk that being... Yeah, I kind of regret that now. Well, if he stays in here, Greninja takes damage for no reason, so I'm just going to click... Do I click High Jump Kick? No, I'm going to click Drain Punch for some... Yeah, he switches out. I don't want to risk that. He goes to Asher. Okay. I feel like he'd have Pain Split on this. So revealed Psychic. I'm switching to Gren. Clicking Dark Pulse. Because Lop cleans up the game essentially once it can get burned or poisoned or something. And we don't need Scrappy anymore. We just have to do one more damage to this Cofagrigus. Clicks Toxic. Didn't want that to happen. I think I just clicked Dark Pulse here. Yeah, easily. Freest Dark Pulse in my life. Let's see. You could go to Tyranitar, but we know it's Scarf, and we have a free switch into Tangrowth. I think after one more Stealth Rock switch in, that is in range of any move we want to go for. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Megalock can just clean up here. That's in range after rocks of anything. Yep. Oh, he just lets it die. Okay, beautiful. Man, I'm going to be really frustrated with myself who he ran Max Speed Mega Glade. I don't think he had a reason to. Did he? What was my team again? I don't think he had a reason to run Max Speed Mega Glade. I'd rather not give this thing the boost here. Greninja still has merit here. I'll switch to Tangrowth. Hopefully he's not sub bulk up. I don't want to get if he stays in, like if he's like Spit F. Yeah, I'm not just gonna. Water Shuriken could be really nice here. Come in clutch. I'm gonna go to Tangrowth because we know for a fact. I'd imagine he's got Baneful Buckle Recover, Poison Jab, and Scald on his Toxapex. So if we get poisoned at all with Megalop, that'd be great. All I have to do is get past his Mega Glade, and we should be okay. I mean, I don't think he would run max speed. So I was risking it. I was really risking him running max speed. We'll see, though. Well played to him, and kudos to him if he runs max speed, or if he runs enough speed for this Greninja, but I'm going to Tangrowth. I'm not going to. Tangrowth is Fizz Def, so... Click Swords Dance right in my face. So all we have to do is... And I see what he was trying to do. So I'm going to click Leech Seed here. I don't think he kills us with anything. I'm pretty sure can't kill us with any one move. Yeah, I'm so glad he's SD, not bulk. As long as we hit the Leech Seed, I think we win the game. Yeah, pretty sure. As long as we hit Leech Seed. Otherwise, I think we lose the game. Alright, 90 accuracy. Come on, dude. Come on, Tangrowth. Moment of truth time, Tangrowth. All you have to do is hit. Or don't freeze either, that would suck. Are you shitting me, dude? Oh, thought. Okay, not upset anymore. I was like, that's the second week in a row. The second week in a row, Tangrowth. That's absolutely crazy. I haven't revealed Protect yet, so I'll click Protect. Got no reason not to click Protect. No, I gotta hope that he's not. we were Rocky Helmet right now, we'd be in good shape, but we're not. Oh, I think we lose to this anyway. Yeah, he's back above full. Yeah, we lose, I think. Unless we get a Dark Pulse flinch. Yeah, I don't know how I calculate that one. Yeah, kudos to Kurt. Yeah. Wish we would have had a Rocky Helmet, but no, you can't. You win some, lose some. I just realized I just screwed up right there. Damn. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Dark Pulse flinch because that's the only way of winning. Yep, he wins. Interesting. Come on. I was going to say. Yeah, he wins 3-0. What the heck? I thought we were sitting in control of most of that game, too. If I would have let this thing get poisoned by that Pikachus before, we'd win. Yeah, he won. Yep. Wow, that's interesting. What? He switched out? Why? What? I don't understand why he just switched. What the heck just happened? I am absolutely shocked right now. I am shocked. Because this T-Tar doesn't outspeed us because we outspeed +1 Tyranitar. Or Scarf Tyranitar. All we have to do is click Power Up Punch. Yo, that's fine. Poison us. Don't tell me it's badly poisoned. No. Facade should probably kill this thing now. I can't understand why he switched. Maybe he thought he was in range of return? God, I don't know. I think he might have just gave me the game though, because we have Facade. Maybe he didn't know I guess we didn't reveal Facade, but I don't think he can't live. Certainly he can't live with this. He sacks off Gallade. Which I'm really confused. Well, I mean, I guess that's... Well, I guess it paid dividends that I didn't... I would imagine we click Baneful Bunker again. So he's doing like 17 damage every time. I'm gonna just click Drain Punch. I would imagine he would click Recover here. I mean, I kind of have to click Drain Punch here. I mean, I don't have to, but Drain Punch is probably my best play. I thought we lost the game. We're totally back into this now, so. Whew-da. I know Facade does not kill. I need to get some more damage. Man. And he gets a double Baneful Bunker. That's unfortunate. Facade does 69 to 82 of his Fizz Def. We would get 10% belt back. Skull's doing 21, so he's doing more damage to us. Yeah, I gotta click Drain Punch or I just lose here. Got the double Baneful Bunker, which is really quite annoying here. Poison Jab. Yeah, he won now. Yeah, if I would have clicked Facade there, I would have had a chance to win, I think. No, I still lose, yeah. That's unfortunate. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, that's game. 2 poison from a Toxapex. Yeah, we lost to Kurt. Good game to Kurt, though. Unfortunate way of losing, but hey, we misplayed a little bit there. I think we lost Aegislash too early and stuff in the game. Well, not really too early, but I think what really killed us is losing Mew, because Mew would have just beat that Toxapex 1v1 and set up on it. So there's that, but that's okay. Good game to Kurt. Well played. Wasn't really. I guess there's nothing I wasn't expecting. I think he just won with Mega Gallade there since we only had Facade, but you know, that's part of the game. So thanks for watching, everyone. Have a great day, and I love you all. Bye bye. Peace.